Well, guys, ordering a brand new Jeep right now seems to be a lot more problematic than I was anticipating, and I got some bad news for you guys about our Gladiator that we ordered. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Casey, and it's update day on our new Gladiator. We've got some bad news about our Gladiator order, and I need your help figuring out what we're going to do next. And as a reward, I'm going to tell you what engine we're going to be putting into it, but also stay all the way to the end of the video because I've got another little surprise that I'm going to let you guys in on today. So let's get started with today's video. Do you guys want the bad news or the good? No, let's start with some good news. All right. If you haven't figured it out already, you've been watching all the videos leading up until now. I've been dropping little hints about the V8 that we're going to be swapping in to our new Gladiator. And if you haven't figured it out, we're putting a Demon engine into the Gladiator. Yeah, that's right. 840 horsepower V8 supercharged. It's going to be amazing. But first, we need a Gladiator. So I made this great video a few weeks ago about ordering my Jeep Gladiator. I ordered a brand new Rubicon. I spec'd out my Gladiator back in June. I spec'd it out exactly how I wanted. I showed you guys how I wanted it. It's a Rubicon. It's triple red with the saddle tan interior. Every feature I wanted, none of the feature I didn't want, and I've been waiting very, very patiently for my Gladiator to arrive, and it isn't here yet. It is now the middle of October, and it hasn't been built yet. So here's the problem. We have our motor on the way. Our Demon motor, our 840 horsepower Demon motor is on the way. And listen, I know you guys keep leaving comments about me calling it a motor and not an engine. An engine is a type of motor. A motor is something that converts energy into motion. It's not just an electric motor. All right, stop leaving me comments about that. Go Google it. I'm gonna keep calling it a motor, and sometimes I'll call it an engine. But our Demon motor is on the way. The whole kit is on the way. It's gonna be here soon. And I have some very tight deadlines to get started on this project because we need to kick it off and make pretty substantial progress on the swap before December. Because after December starts, I've got some family holidays and then we're into Christmas season. And we don't want to be, back and forth to Vancouver, over to Epic, swapping engines over Christmas. So we need to get it started in November. We've got a very short window to get this done. And we don't have a Gladiator. So we've got a few different options, and that's what I wanted to talk with you guys about to see what you think. Because White Rock Dodge, who is now a channel sponsor, go check them out, link in the description, has been doing everything they can to string this all together. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate the help from Rich and his whole team over there trying to make this, well, not make this right, but get this problem solved and come up with some options for us to talk about in today's video. If you're looking for a Jeep anywhere in Canada, give White Rock Dodge a call. Even if you want to get one in the States, they probably can. They probably can get you one down there. But if you're in the lower mainland Vancouver area, go check out White Rock Dodge. They will do everything they can to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. What are our options? What are we talking about in today's video? What do I need your help with? Well, we've kind of got like 4 options, maybe like 5 options, if we count waiting for our Gladiator that we ordered. So go check out the video up in the corner if you want to see exactly what I spec'd and what I ordered. But it's a red Rubicon Gladiator. It would be a 2022 or 2023 maybe, because it's being built so late in the year. We don't have an ETA on it. The best we can figure out is that there's a shortage of some parts at the manufacturer facility. Like I think it's door panels for Jeeps right now, or back ordered or something like that. We have no ETA. We don't have a VIN on it. It hasn't been built, and it certainly hasn't been shipped. So we could be into January or maybe February, who knows, when this Jeep will arrive. And as I just explained, I have some pretty tight schedules, commitments that we need to meet in order to get this done. And we got to get started. And I've been planning this for like 6 months. And so I have set aside holidays in November to be able to go and vlog and shoot all the video, because I'm going to show you guys very, very detailed everything all along the way. We're not going to skim over this in some time lapse or some quick video. I want to show you guys everything that goes in to swapping a Demon motor into a Jeep. And so I've got time set aside in November to go and hang out at Epic for the entire swap. I'm going to be over there for a week and a half, and show you guys everything that goes into this. It's going to be awesome. But we need to get started in November, so we've got to come up with a solution. And while we're here talking about upcoming videos, guys, there's hundreds of thousands of you guys watching my videos every month. It means so much to me if you're subscribed to the channel. It shows me that you guys are interested in the content that I'm creating, and if you can just take a minute, hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it a ton. And always leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I try to answer everything within a few days of the videos going up. So I would just really appreciate it if you leave a like and hit subscribe. You don't want to miss this whole upcoming Demon Gladiator build, because it's going to be insane. Like, this is just going to be the most insane thing I can possibly put together for a Jeep. So what are our options, and what do I need your guys' help with? And don't forget, I have a surprise announcement for you guys at the end of this video, on top of everything we've just talked about. Option 1, well, we wait for the Gladiator. We don't know when it's going to be here, so it's not a very good option. Option 2, we can get a black Rubicon, all black. Black roof, black body, black fenders, and black interior, which means red stitching, red dash panel, all the stuff that I really didn't want, which was a big reason why we selected the saddle tan interior on our Rubicon. But it gets us a Rubicon, and it gets it to us soon. But gloss black, guys, you've seen my videos, and if you haven't, go check out one of the playlists down in the description or on my channel of our adventures. We go through a lot of tight trails, a lot of bushes. Just go look at Sean from Story to Now, some of his old videos with his trail record. It was black, and it was matte black, because we went through so many crazy tight trails. So I'm not overly keen on completely destroying the paint on a Gladiator. Now, I suppose we could put protective film on it, but Jeeps are really hard to put protective film on everywhere, and some of that black is just not going to be looking good. So I'm not overly enthusiastic about the black. Plus, it would have that red interior, which I just really don't want another red stitched accented interior. We've got that on the JL. It's okay, but I don't want it. Option 2, White Rock Dodge has a 2023 red, all red, but with black interior, Mojave on the way. It's already been built, it's already in transit, but we don't know exactly when it's going to be here. It's 4 to 8 weeks sometimes from the factory, which could put it anywhere from the start of November to the end of November. So we could roll the dice a little bit and wait and see when that arrives. If it arrives and it can meet our timetable, that might be a cool option, because it would be red, just like we ordered our Rubicon, but it would be a Mojave. So it's going to be missing some things, like a front locker and a front sway bar disconnect. Front locker, not such a big deal, because, well, the Demonator, and yes, that is going to be part of its name, is going to get new axles. So we're going to have lockers in them anyways, but we won't have the front sway bar disconnect, which is kind of a letdown. Now, the bonus with a Mojave is we get that awesome interior. The Mojaves have the same high bolstered seats and that really nice steering wheel that the 392s have, which I think the interior looks nicer in the Mojaves. But the Mojave has orange accenting. So we have orange tow hooks on the front, we have all orange stitching on the inside, and as you know from Jeeps, you can see the exterior color on the inside around the window frames and the doors. So now you've got this orange clashing with the red. I don't know, is that really what we want to be building? So that's an option. However, we don't know exactly when it's going to arrive, and that is a risk and could be a problem. Option number 2. Well, no, is this really number 2? Number 3, because weight, black, red Mojave. So option number, where are we on? We've got wait for ours, get the black Rubicon, wait for the red Mojave, and then there's a 4th option. And this option is available today. We could pick this option right away and pick up our new Jeep. And that is another Mojave. Now this Mojave is Sting Gray. You may remember a Sting Gray Mojave from a video I put up a couple weeks ago. I'll put it right here. Of the 392 swapped Mojave Epic Adventure Outfitters, just finished in partnership with White Rock Dodge, and is now, or should be owned by the time you watch this, owned by Beardo, who was kind enough to let us drive it and test drive it for our video. Huge thanks to Beardo over at White Rock Dodge. And so we have a Stingray Mojave that we could take delivery of right now, but it's missing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff we got to change. So it has the slate gray interior, which I really don't like, but maybe some of you guys can change my mind on that. It's a Mojave, so once again, we don't have front lockers. We don't have a front sway bar disconnect system, which locker's not a big deal. We're gonna swap axles. Front sway bar is kind of handy. It has the LED headlights, which I think is really important. It doesn't have a steel front bumper because it's a Mojave. So I really want it to have the OEM factory look on my Demonator build. And so we may just have to find, a steel bumper if we go this route. It doesn't have any of the auxiliary switches, which I pretty much told you guys you should absolutely order auxiliary switches for your Jeep because it's a cheap add-on from the factory and it's a huge pain to get installed later, and they're just so handy to have. But they can be installed in the dealer. And it's missing a couple other things, like it needs a bed liner. It doesn't have the 110 outlet in the bed as well. And it's a black roof. And I really want my whole Jeep to be the same color, not black roof or black fenders, colored body. So it does have the color match fenders. It does have the Mojave higher line fenders, but it doesn't have the color matched roof. So that's our 4 options that we have in front of us. So I thought I'd give you guys an opportunity to hear my struggles and challenges, and hang tight because I will tell you about this extra little surprise here in a minute. But I thought I'd give you guys a chance to hear the challenges of bringing this build together. It has been just so much work. So many people are putting so much time into trying to figure out the logistics and everything that we're gonna need for this. It's a massive project, and it's gonna take us probably a couple of months to get all this done. And the motor swap on its own is approximately 80 to 100 hours of time, but then we've got to do axles and suspension and then, figure out what else we need to do if we don't go with a Rubicon. If we don't go forward in November, I'm probably not going to be able to start a build until the middle of January. And honestly, I don't have any content lined up for the next couple of months. My whole strategy for bringing you guys awesome content was around this Demon Gladiator build. And so that would be a really big challenge with trying to figure out what we're going to do on the channel for the next couple of months. So if you are making some recommendations, do take that into consideration. And then as well, I'm just a little bit impatient. I want to get this done. We ordered our Gladiator in June. We ordered the engine somewhere right after that. And I'm just waiting around. And I absolutely 1,000% want to have this done for Easter Jeep Safari. I'm going to be down at Easter Jeep Safari once again in 2023, and I want to bring the Demonator with me. So we got to get it done by March. So we don't have a lot of time, even if we do end up waiting around for the Rubicon. Here's the last final surprise for you guys. We're not just building one Demon Gladiator. We're building 2. Now, the other one's not for me. It's not for my channel. It's going to be White Rock Dodge's show vehicle. They're going to have it at their dealership, and you guys can go and check it out if you're in the Vancouver area when it's done. It's going to be built after mine, so obviously, go down there right now and ask when it's going to be ready, but it's not going to be there until after mine is done, and then we're going to build that one next. But you can go down to White Rock Dodge, and you're going to be able to check it out. Maybe you're interested in buying one. Maybe they'll even take you for a test drive in it when it's done. No guarantees, and I will leave a link in the description below, and you can see a Demon Gladiator pretty much anytime once it's done. So there you go. I'm gonna go load the Jeep up because I'm going out on a really remote adventure this weekend. So stay tuned for that video. I just wanna say a huge thanks to all my Patreon supporters. If you're not a member, there is a link down in the description below. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And thanks so much for hitting that subscribe button and leaving a like. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week.